Hi friends, I'm Abby Mortensen and I welcome you to a quick about 10 or 15 minute yoga practice. Today I wanted to focus on our bodies as our home. And I don't know about you, but I've noticed a lot in our culture, especially now, that there's this understanding or kind of pressure to have our bodies be a certain way and look a certain way. And I just feel compelled to do this practice for myself and for anyone else who might need it, just to honor our own body and remember that God created our bodies specifically for our souls to dwell, for our heart to dwell, for our mind to dwell. And it's not just a place to house all those things, but it is a part of who we are. And it's meant to be a refuge, a safe place. And I just encourage you this practice to let that sink in as we move a little bit and breathe, and as I read over you just some truths about how our bodies are made, and maybe you can walk away just feeling a refreshment about who you are and how God made you, and kind of letting go of whatever cultural pressures you may be facing. So I invite you to find a great space in your home or wherever you are and come to your mat or a towel on the floor in child's pose. Child's pose, knees are on the mat, toes come together. Knees can be wide, and we will just reach our hands up to the top of the mat. Forehead comes to the mat. And we just breathe deeply and intentionally here. On your exhale, letting go of whatever it is you need to let go of. Maybe you let go of some pressure that you're feeling about your own body right now. And continue to breathe here as I read a little bit from Psalm 139. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. When I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. How precious to me are your thoughts, O God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I awake, I am still with you. As you inhale and exhale, I invite you to just imagine the beauty that God sees when He looks at you, the love that He feels when He sees you, and the millions and millions of thoughts that He has for you, which are good. Let that sink into your body. Let those words and that truth sink into your bones, into your cells, into all the layers. Just imagining how intricate and wonderfully made you are. You're welcome to stay in child's pose for this whole time if you'd like. If you want to move a little bit with me, we can rise up to a tabletop position. Hands under the shoulders, fingers wide on the mat, knees under the hips. We'll go through some cat-cows with our own breath. So if you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And on the exhale, press the spine to the sky, dropping the head and neck. Start to move with your own breath, inhaling and exhaling. Stretching the body in ways that your body needs today. Maybe you go to the left and to the right, stretching the side body. And as you do, just having gratitude for the ways your body works. Coming back to a stationary tabletop, we'll press our hands into the mat. Firmly, we'll tuck our toes and lift to a down dog. Down dog, if you've never done one, it's like an upside down V. Our heels reach toward the mat. They may not touch, and that's okay. Lifting the hips high, pressing into the hands. Breathing here. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. We'll step our feet to meet our hands, forward fold. So here you can bend your knees as much as you like, or you can keep them straight, whatever feels good for you. Hands can come behind the ankles, or you can keep them on the mat and breathe. Let your head hang here. Maybe shake gently, yes and no. Releasing tension from the neck and the spine. On the inhale, start to rise slowly, one vertebra at a time. We'll come to standing mountain pose. Shoulders come down the back. Palms face forward. Heart shines forward. Inhale, arms come up. Or extended mountain pose. See if you can release shoulders again. And then hands come to heart center. You can close your eyes here if you'd like. See if you can bring your thumbs right to the middle of your chest, around where your heart rests. Taking some breaths here and just remembering the truth that you are wonderfully made. There may be imperfections in your eyes, but not to God's. See if you can take some of that love from your heart, maybe cup it into your hands here, and inhale, arms come up, and exhale, forward fold, just bringing that love throughout your whole body. Inhale, halfway lift, making a flat back here. Hands come to the shins. And exhale, down to the mat. Hands will plant. We'll come into a high plank position. You want to have one long line from the top of your head to your heels. You don't want your bottom to be sinking, and you don't want it to be too high. You want to be one long line, strong in the arms, strong in the belly. You can also be on the knees here if you'd like. We'll lower halfway down. Elbows graze the ribs here, keeping a flat back. And then inhale, up dog. Tops of toes touch the mat, pressing into the hands, reaching the heart forward. And then exhale, back to down dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, look to the top of your mat again. And step your feet or walk your feet to meet your hands, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain, arms come high. And then hands come to heart center again. Breathing here for a moment. Finding that gratitude for your body. As John O'Donohue, one of my favorite poets, says, your body is your clay home. If you think about how God made us from the dust of the earth, we are called the clay, he is called the potter. Your body is your clay home. It is a sacrament, a visible sign of invisible grace. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, we're going to sink into a chair posture, yogi chair. Knees are together, arms reach high, sitting down. Maybe you lift the toes up off the mat to find the balance in the heels, and then hands come to heart center again. We're going to bow forward and twist to the left. So the right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. Hands work toward heart center. Breathe here. Feel this twist in your body. Smile. And then inhale, rise up. Maybe a little back bend here, opening the heart again. Hands come to heart center. We'll sink into our yogi chair. We'll go to the other side. Bowing forward. And then twist to the right. Left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. Check and make sure your knees are aligned with one another. And then pressing the hands together, looking over the right shoulder and breathing. Inhale, rise up slowly. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, down to the mat. You can go through your chaturanga, high to low plank, or you can go to down dog. If you did that, you can come to up dog, and then down dog. Pedaling out the legs here if you'd like. And then we'll come to a seated position on the mat. You can sit cross-legged if you like. If you want to try half lotus, your left foot can come up to the right hip crease. We're just going to do a little breathing exercise here, maybe catch our breath after working our bodies a little bit. Your hands can come to the knees, or you can have your hands at heart center. Just coming back to your breath here. Your body is your clay home. It is a sacrament, an invisible sign of a visible sign of invisible grace. We thank you, God, for this body that you gave us. Help us to honor and appreciate our bodies, no matter where we are, no matter what our perception is. May you help us to see our bodies as a part of us. May you help us to see ourselves the way you see us. We're going to come down to laying on our mats. If you want to bring the soles of feet together first, you can bring feet together, knees are wide. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, fold forward. You can have your hands on your feet or reaching in front of you towards the top of the mat. Part of yoga is just seeing what your body needs, adjusting to your own need and desire for what you want today. It's paying attention. Rising up. Hands can come together and we'll lower all the way down to our back. Arms can reach above us, hands grasping the elbows. Maybe you close your eyes here and just notice how your body feels. Notice if there's any more lightness, any more gratitude. Hugging the knees into the chest. You can roll around for a minute, release the low back. Letting the knees fall to the left side of the body. Arms can tee out or come like a goalpost. Gaze can go to the right for a deeper twist. Hugging the knees back in, letting them fall to the opposite side. Gaze can go the other way for a deeper twist if you'd like. When you feel even, you can hug the knees back in. Taking any other movements you'd like before your resting pose. Maybe you grab the toes for happy baby, or reach the legs high before you release, letting them come down to the mat. Palms can face up towards the sky. Eyes can close here, letting your breath go back to normal if you haven't already. See if you can release tension from all the muscles in your body. Release tension even from behind the eyes and in the jaw. Fully relaxing. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Thank you for this body, God. Thank you for the ways that it works, that it keeps me going, that it helps me to live a life for you. May you help us to honor and appreciate what you've given us. May we use our bodies as vehicles for love and grace. You're welcome to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like, or play this again if you need some more movement. Thank you so much for practicing. Peace to you.